Hey guys, it's Steve, back for another little video today. I don't have a very long video. Just wanted to touch on something with you. By the way, what did you guys think of that little intro? I was kind of having fun with that. Anyway, let me know what you think. I didn't make a video on this. I did put a picture of him up on the community page. Um, it's a, it was quite a project. I had fun making it. Um, I'll tell you a little bit more about it in a second. But what we're going to do today is after I had this sitting around for a while, looking at it, I didn't like something. Let me just tell you a little bit about the carving. Just kind of an idea I had. We were getting ready for an art market event here locally, and needed a few more carvings. And of course, it's getting closer to St. Patrick's Day, so we came up with this idea about a leprechaun leaning on his pot of gold. Um, all carved out of basswood. I carved the leprechaun and the pot separate, and then of course the base is separate. And then how I did the gold is I carved down inside of this pot just a little bit around the edges, and then we took some 1/4 inch dowel, and I just cut off about 1,036,000 little pieces, little slices off the end with the bandsaw. Then we had fun trying to find all those because you cut something that small off, it just goes flying. Anyway, we found enough, and we super glued those all in there and painted them with a gold paint, and then we put some glitter, gold glitter on top of it, and I think it really turned out nice. However, like I said, I've had this guy sitting around for a little while, and there's just something that's bugging me, and I think I can make it a little better. So my original idea with this was that it was kind of the sun would be coming in from this direction, and he would be kind of smiling sideways here, and this cheek was supposed to be pushed up and kind of turning this eye into a squint. And as I carved it, that didn't really work out that way. It's just it is kind of a sideways smile, but I don't feel like the cheek is pushing up enough to cause a squint. And when I look at this now, I just kind of look at it like, well, this eye isn't the same as that one, and I don't really like that. So there's a couple things I was thinking about we could do. I could define the upper eyelid a little better here. That might make it better. But I think what I want to do is I'm just going to carve this eye a little bit bigger, essentially just kind of open it up, and then we'll try to match that one. Okay, so let's give that a try and see what we end up with. Now this is, I wanted to make this video just to show you that only you know when you're done with a carving. You can be all done with it, have it painted, signed and sealed, all ready to go, sitting around a while, then you see something. And it's okay to go back and make some adjustments. I mean, it's your carving, right? You can do what you want with it. But I think just looking at things a little more, that would make it a little better. So grab our Badger State Blades detail knife, and I'm just going to very carefully kind of open this eye up a little bit bigger. The trick is here to not use a lot of pressure. Use some shallow cuts. Take your time because everything is sealed. It's kind of awkward to hold on to this guy right now. Okay, and it'll come up from the bottom. And I have to take this paint off. It'll have to be repainted anyway. I like doing kind of these St. Patrick's Day leprechaun kind of carvings. It's just kind of a fun topic to me for whatever reason. When you have this much work into a carving, I mean, you always want to be careful and try to do your best, but it puts a little more pressure on a guy when, I mean, we used to call this done. Here we are messing with it, so we want to be careful. A little bit of white paint down in that corner, but that's okay. We will be putting some white paint back in there. We're going to bring this bottom outside corner out just a little bit more also. Probably kind of hard to see without the color in there. I'm going to go a little bit more. And there's not a lot of big cuts being made here, I can tell you that. Speaking of this art market I went to, that was the first time I'd ever done anything like that, and I kind of had a lot of fun there. It was good to get out and meet some people and see the interest in my carvings. We were able to sell, I think we sold around 21 of my carvings that day. And there's a pretty good possibility that I might be teaching some beginner wood carving classes there. Still trying to work the details of that out. Sometimes it helps to look at it upside down. We'll be coming out with a video pretty soon. We're gonna have some changes coming with our website and our business, so I want to let you guys know about all that. Currently, we're kind of stuck in the middle. We have two different websites. For now, if you're looking for a knife or carving gloves or anything like that, you can still go to huntersmake.com. Or the site we're transitioning to will be hunterscreations.com, which is the actual name of our business. So be sure to check one or both of those out if you're looking for something. I'm just thinning out that top eyelid just a little bit. Kind of knocked the paint off his eyelash, or his eyebrows. Okay, and then we'll tuck the, if I can get my knife in there. It's going to be really hard for you to see this while it's not painted, but I'll show you, I'll go through painting it too, so kind of see our end result here. Yeah, I think that's going to look better. It still has a little bit of that pushing up the cheek on the bottom of the eye, and I'm okay with that because it does kind of have a sideways smile. But I think now our eyes are going to be a little bit more even. Okay? So I will get set up here and we'll do a little painting. I have done other videos where I talk about this, but this is just a fairly thick little piece of glass from a picture frame, and that works really good to see how thin you get your paint. I like to thin it out for most things. However, when it comes to the whites of the eye, I don't really thin that out. immediately. Now, if you do need a good set of paintbrushes, the brand I use, there's a really nice set that I have linked through an Amazon affiliate link on our website, the huntersmake.com website. If you go to that site and then you can go to the wood carving shop, a wood carving store, and scroll down towards the bottom. There's another link there that takes you to a page of affiliate links. And in there, I have a really nice set of these made in the USA paintbrushes. The set I have listed is actually, the paintbrushes look like this. It says AIT products. Again, they're made in the USA. They're really good quality brushes, and you get quite a few in the set for not a lot of money. So if you need to replace your brushes, or you need just looking for a good set, I recommend those. Go check those out. And there's a few other products in there too. Okay, let's quit talking and let's get the whites of this eye painted so that we can have I'm gonna put a little bit of water here. I use solid paint. I don't water it down for the whites of the eyes usually. I just wanted to get the brush wet, kind of wipe it out, smooth it out. Kind of got ruffled in the storage there. Okay, now we're just going to paint the white. Okay, we've let the white dry a little bit, and I think now you're able to see, I think I've evened out the eyes a little bit more. They're not exactly symmetrical, but as I mentioned, this cheek is pushing up a little bit, pushing up in front of the eye. I think I like that a lot better than the way it was. What I like to do sometimes for the iris of the eye on smaller carvings like this, I have this little craft wire. Again, this is one of those items that if you're interested, there's an affiliate link on my huntersmake.com where you can click on that to get the same wire. But I'll just cut off a piece of it, and I'll use that to kind of dot the paint onto the iris. I think I just get a little more control with that. We'll go over here and make sure it's the same color. I want this one to come up a little higher anyway. Oh, that paint's kind of dried out in there. Add a little water to it. Got a little on the bottom eyelid. We'll clean that up when it dries. Now he's looking slightly off to the side here. I think that looks pretty good. Now, as I said, I got a little bit of green paint up here on this eyelid and down here on this bottom. The best thing to do if you goof up a little bit like that is just let it dry. So we're gonna give this just a little bit longer, and then we'll put some black in the middle for the pupils. Okay, I think those are dry enough that we can go ahead and put the black on there. Maybe that's why my paints are dried out. I never put the lid back on. Imagine that. Okay. And these are just craft store acrylic paints. Get them at all over the place. Walmart, Hobby Lobby. Used to be able to get them at Joann, but they're closing all of their stores. So that won't work anymore. And you just take your time and try to match them up as good as you can. I really appreciate it when my wife or sometimes my daughter does some painting. I don't hate painting, but I would rather do the carving part. So it's always nice when they help me out. You guys have a painter? Do you do all your painting yourself? Let me know. Just kind of curious. Okay. Now the next step is we have to have the mandatory little white dot. I think that makes a lot of difference to an eye. It sounds silly, but if you take a little bit of white paint and just put one, or maybe if on a bigger eye, maybe a couple little tiny dots, kind of align them in the same spot on both eyes, it kind of looks like a little reflection of light, and it makes them come to life a little bit better. Again, there's some cleanup here. We got to get some of this paint that I goofed on. We get that off of there with the knife here in a little bit. Let's try for those mandatory white dots. We'll take this tiny little paintbrush. We'll try it with that just to be a little smaller than that wire. Up here. Oh, that's a big one there. There. I think that looks better. What do you guys think? We'll let this dry just a little bit, and then I'll clean that up with the knife. Okay, let's see if we can clean this up a little bit. A little stray paint right here. Okay. Oh, that one looks good. I'm going to clean this one up on the bottom. Grab a different knife. That one, I got to work on the tip of that one. I think it's a little better. This eye is opened up just a little bit more. Okay, guys, well, there you have it. I'll put up a before picture, and hopefully it looks like we improved it. By the way, this mess I have up here behind me, you'll be seeing more of that coming up in the future. I'm installing some new equipment in the shop here that'll help us out. So I'll tell you more about that later. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the comments and feedback that you guys give me. And don't forget to check out huntersmake.com, or you can go over to our new website, hunterscreations.com.